everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I'm sharing with you my manga haul for the month of May. So I'm really excited about a lot of these things that I picked up. I picked up all of these when we were at our manga club meeting. If you don't know, my daughter and I run the Monaco Manga Club at our local Barnes & Noble. We read 2 first in the series selections, and we are currently doing 2 full series reads. And so I usually do my manga shopping on the night of the manga club meeting. And so, yes, I also picked up some stuff for the LGBT plus manga readathon that I would really like to read this month. And so, yeah, I think I got a nice selection of things here. So let's just get into it. I only have one light novel this time, and it is on the top, so we'll start with that one. It's The God of Nishi Yuigahama Station. This one is by Takeshi Murase, published by Yen On, ages 13 and up, so that is teen. The back of this says, if you could see someone you've lost one more time, what would you tell them? The summary is on the inner flap. It says, at the beginning of spring, a train in Kamakura derails, causing numerous deaths. 2 months later, rumors spread of a ghost at Nishi Yuigahama Station with the power to send people back to the day of the terrible accident, on the very train that was doomed. The story attracts a woman who lost her fiancé in the disaster, a young man who lost his father, a teenage boy who lost his first love, and the late train conductor's wife. An opportunity to see their deceased loved ones seemed almost too good to be true. What will they do now that they have it? And so I thought that sounded very interesting, and so I decided to go ahead and pick that one up. And the rest of this is manga. So I have You and I Are Polar Opposites. This one is by Kocha Agasawa, published by Viz, rated teen. It says it's about a high school girl who has a crush. There's one little problem. When it comes to personality, the guy she's into is her polar opposite. She's cheerful, outgoing, and always trying to fit in. Her classmate, though, is stoic, quiet, and doesn't seem to care what people think of him. Will she be able to overcome her anxieties and ask him out, or will she discover that polar opposites really don't attract? So I thought that sounded cute, so I decided to try that one out. We also have Bungo Stray Dogs Official Comic Anthology, Volume 1 by Ray. This has original story by Kafka Asagiri and character design by Sango Harukawa, and has a whole bunch of names on the front here. So this says, presenting the first comic anthology of Bungo Stray Dogs, featuring an illustrious list of guest authors. These never-before-told tales from the streets of Yokohama are packed with everything from gags to heartwarming moments, and a charming collection that will leave you begging for more. So we really enjoy the Bungo Stray Dogs series. It's about a detective agency that's going up against the mafia, and a lot of the characters, if not all, are based on actual authors that are international authors. And so I really, really enjoy that aspect of it, especially because at the end of the volumes, you do get educated. There's a list of the characters and the authors that they're based on, and what their works were and things like that when they lived. So short little entries about the actual authors, and I really, really enjoy that about the series as well. But yes, we pretty much pick up everything Bungo Stray Dogs in this house, and so when this came out, we had to have it. We have volume 28 of Black Butler. This one's by Yana Toboso, published by Yam Press, rated older teen. Did I tell you Bungo Stray Dogs was published by Yam Press, rated older teen as well? Sometimes I forget these things. But anyway, this is a series about a young teen named CL Phantom Hive, and he has one hell of a butler, that butler being Sebastian. And they uncover a lot of mysterious things happening throughout the series, and they go on missions for the queen, and it's just really, really interesting. Lots of supernatural elements to it as well, especially because Sebastian is what he is, and I really, really enjoy this one. My daughter is up to date on the series. She recently read all the rest of the volumes we had in our collection, and so this is the next one she needs to read. And right before I started filming, she told me as soon as I haul this that she's going to read it, and so she is anxiously awaiting me to finish this video. So this will be going to her shortly after I conclude recording. She really, really enjoys the series. I am behind a bit, and so I do need to catch up. We have a fun one. This is volume 6 of Animal Crossing New Horizons Deserted Island Diary. This one's by Kokona Surumba, published by Viz, rated all ages. And so this one includes all of these characters here. I enjoy this series. It's kind of dumb fun. Just, you know, we follow these like kids, right? These characters here on an island for Animal Crossing, and you meet, you know, all the villagers that are in the series or in the game, and it just kind of brings me back to that time when I was heavily playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I get to see a lot of the characters that I have on my own island. And then in the back pages, the mangaka usually tells you about what's going on their island, which villagers they have, and things like that. I really enjoy it, and so these are just really fun, and so I had to add that one to my collection. I have volume 3 of 365 Days to the Wedding, story and art by Tamiki Wakaki. This one is published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So this is a story about our two characters here on the cover. They work for a travel agency, and one day the travel agency says that they're expanding to Siberia, and they would like to send one of their employees to be the new like branch manager, and that specifically they're looking for single people because it is much easier to send a single person than someone who is married. And so these two are single, and they come up with an idea to kind of fake marriage, have a fake engagement so that they can stay where they are. I just finished watching the live action adaptation of this manga, and I enjoyed it. It is on Amazon Prime if you're interested. I have heard that it's very different from what happens in the manga. I've only read volume 1 of the manga so far, but I really enjoyed the live action. The ending was a little bit less than what I would have liked, but I'm excited to see what happens in the manga. As far as differences from volume 1 to the first couple episodes of the live action adaptation, the only thing that was really different was the place that they were going. So in the manga, they're going to Siberia, but in the live action adaptation, they made it Anchorage, Alaska. And so that's really the only big difference that I saw. But anyway, I enjoyed the read of the first volume. I enjoyed the live action adaptation, and I'm looking forward to continuing with the rest of this series. I have volume 1 of Mysterious Disappearances, story and art by Nujima. This one is published by 7 Seas, rated older teen. It says mysteries from another world. Mysteries aren't just secrets, they're objects. There is the elixir of the moon, which restores one's youth. The songs of another world, which must never be uttered aloud. The strange tales of the land of the immortals, which contains the testimonies of those who have been spirited away. And now, in Tokyo, these mysteries and more are reappearing in the form of urban legends. Burnt-out novelist Ogawa Sumireko and demon boy Adashino Ren are out to collect as many as possible, but Sumireko has a knack for not just finding, but triggering the magical effects of the mysteries. Will she survive her brush with the supernatural? Does the demonic Ren have other plans for her? So it sounded really interesting. You know, I really enjoy mysteries, and so that carries over to my manga reading as well, and so I had to pick this one up. I picked up She Likes Gays But Not Me. This one is by Akira Hirahara, an original story by Naoto Asahara. This one is volume 1. It does have a parental advisory warning on the front cover for explicit content. This one is published by Yam Press, rated mature. He's an aloof high school student with a longtime secret. He's gay, and aside from when he's engaging in his covert affair or chatting with an online friend, he's never free to be himself. One day, he catches his classmate buying a BL book, a small moment with major consequences. Even as his thinking starts to broaden, he desperately wishes for a normal future, but how can he have a wife, home, and a biological child when he's not turned on by women? Discover an unflinching story about navigating one's identity through a sea of pressure and disparagement from the outside and from within. So I thought that sounded interesting, and the art style looks very nice as well. So I decided to try this one out. And then I also picked up BL First Crush Anthology. 5 Seconds Before We Fall in Love. This one is also published by 7 Seas, rated older teen. So this says, falling in boys' love, whether it's between best friends, co-workers, classmates, or total strangers, those first moments when hearts flutter are always special. This manga collection features 29 short boys' love stories from a variety of hit artists, including the creators of BL Metamorphosis, Manly Appetites, I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl, and more. So there are a whole bunch of authors right here. I have read BL Metamorphosis and really enjoyed that one. I don't think I recognize any of the other mangakas on the list, but I do have, I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl, Volume 1 on my list of things to possibly read this month for the LGBT plus manga readathon. And by the way, if you don't know what the LGBT plus manga readathon is, it's a readathon that's being hosted by my friend Bizarre Individual, and I believe its co-host this year is Tober2000 on Instagram. I'll link Bizarre's video announcement down in the description box below in case you're interested. This is the 4th year that he's running an LGBT plus manga type readathon. It's usually called the Manga Pride Readathon, but he's got a different co-host this year, so the name changed. But it's always a fun time, and Bizarre has lots of recommendations. And if you are looking for LGBT plus manga recommendations, it's always a great time to get them from everybody who's participating. And so, yes, really recommend the readathon. Like I said, it's always a good time, and I'll leave the details down in the description box below. But yes, really looking forward to this, and I think it's going to be super cute. I have Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Volume 1 by Haruka Mitsui. This one's published by Kodansha, rated teen. It says, an all-you-can-eat buffet of teenage drama, which is not something I enjoy, romance, and nostalgia. It says, longtime childhood friends plunge into rocky adolescence. Mizuho's 17th birthday simply sucks, leaving her feeling rejected and neglected. Just when the dream of a dazzling teenage life eludes her, Mizuho bonds with her childhood friend, Kizuki, who surprisingly might be boyfriend material. However, their budding romance has an unprecedented challenge, a global pandemic. Will their hearts survive love's rocky waters in uncertain times? So, obviously, it probably happens during the time of the Big C. That art style is just gorgeous, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one is about. I'm not so much into the teenage drama, but it sounds like it could be cute, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what that one's like. I have Volume 8 of A Man and His Cat by Umi Sakurai. This one is published by Square Enix Manga, rated all ages. So this one is about a man, this man here on the cover, who adopts this cat. And it's kind of a story of their lives together. The cat is one that had been passed over and over and over, and people just didn't think it was cute, and this guy absolutely fell for this cat and took him home, and his life is enriched by this cat, and the cat's life is also enriched by being in this man's life. It is just an adorable story. I read Volume 1 for the Monochrome Manga Club, enjoyed it, have not continued, but really need to, and so it is one that I'm continuing to collect. I have Volumes 5 and 6 of Ladies on Top. This is the final volume of this series. This is by Nijigana Meta, published by Steamship, which is an imprint of 7 Seas and is rated older teen, 17 plus. So this one follows our two characters here who kind of want different things than what society tells them they should want, especially in a sexual relationship. And so they explore what they do want with each other. I have enjoyed what I've read of this series so far. I've read 2 volumes. I have Volumes 3 and 4 in my stack of other things to read, but obviously it's not LGBT, and so I won't be reading them this month, but I definitely want to get to this series as soon as I can, especially now that the last volume is out. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Obviously, this cover is a spoiler, but I do really enjoy their relationship with each other from what I've read so far, and I do enjoy their communication with each other as well. And then the last volume I have here is volume 10 in the omnibus of Fire Force by Atsushi Okubo. This one's published by Kodansha, rated older teen. So this one is about Shinra, who lives in a world where spontaneous human combustion exists. He has had experience with this in his own family, and as he grows up, he decides that he wants to become one of the special firefighters that puts out these spontaneous human fires. And so he grows up, he becomes part of a special firehouse, and so it follows him going on these cases and kind of trying to uncover why these spontaneous human combustions are occurring. I really enjoyed the anime, what I've seen of it, and I'm looking forward to reading the series as well. So we are collecting it in the omnibus edition. And so, yes, that is everything that I've picked up this month. Still, I feel like I'm doing really well with my purchases. I'm very happy with everything that I have picked up. I'm very interested in reading everything. Like I said, my daughter also will be snatching the Black Butler volume once I turn the camera off. But yes. So let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these, what you thought of it, but please no spoilers. Also let me know if you're going to be participating in the LGBT plus manga readathon that's going on. I have read some stuff already towards the readathon that I really enjoyed. And so if you'd like to hear about those, you can hear about them during my DCIS 19 diaries throughout the month. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me any color heart emoji, your favorite color, that would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out. And that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.